We like our hand.
In the depths of my mind, a demonic cackle. Joker's grin, mocking me, ready for battle. Chasing reality.
Hey, what is going on YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering by Wizards of the Coast. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys my mono black control build, Alchemy. It's like a budget build, but it's doing pretty well. We're going to have some crazy gameplays for you guys today. I'm going to show you guys the deck that I made. So it's basically just, I'm going to kill every creature you play. There's a lot of creatures in the meta right now, but we're definitely going to need some interaction with their hand as well, because we don't really deal well with enchantments or artifacts that get resolved onto the battlefield. And there's a lot of good ones in Alchemy, so we're going to have to run 4 copies of Duress. It's just a must. 4 copies of Duress for mono black. Target player is going to reveal their hand. We choose a non-creature, non-land card from that, and that player discards that card for 1 mana. You can't beat that. Thoughtseize isn't in the format, so the next best thing is Duress. And then the removal suite, we've got 4 Cut Down. It's just the best 1 removal black spell in the game. It's the best 1 mana removal spell in the game at the moment. And then we got 4 Go for the Throats, destroy target non-artifact creature. So to compensate for that, we have 4 Shoot the Sheriffs, which is destroy target non-outlaw creature, and 1 Murder. Probably replace the Murder with another Deadly Cover-Up, but for now, it's a Murder. Or even a Phyrexian Arena. I find that drawing the Phyrexian Arena, especially in the long control-y matchups, can often just win you the game. 3 Deep Cavern Bats. I love the Deep Cavern Bats here. We're going to be doing a lot of criming and a lot of synergies with crime. Deep Cavern Bat. Flying Lifelink, 1/1 for 2 mana, and when he enters the battlefield, you get to duress them. Well, you also get to target creatures as well if you want. So that's nice. And then we have the 1 Shouldered Edict. Not seeing a whole lot of planeswalkers. That's really what Shouldered Edict's specialty is killing planeswalkers. But yeah, just the 1 of Shouldered Edict. Because if they have something with Indestructible on the field, we can get them to sacrifice that. And then this is like the Alchemy part of the deck. This is like my favorite card in the deck, honestly. March Toward Perfection. So it's a 1 mana sorcery. You get a 1-time boon, which is just like, a boon is just like something that's just there, but it's not removable. But it's almost like a counter of sorts. So when you cast a creature spell, a Phyrexian creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it and Death Touch. And then you get to draft a card from March Toward Perfection spellbook. So you can get a Tumor Exarch, which is like a duress basically, and a body. Or you can return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, which is really good. So you can have it as a 3 costing 3/3 Menace Lifelink and Ward. Pay life equal to Phyrexian Flesh Gorger's power. Or you can have it for 7 colorless mana, and it comes in as a 7/5 with those same abilities, which is really crazy. And it's an artifact creature as well, so Go for the Throat can't target it. We also have Phyrexian Gargantua. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Don't really see myself casting that a whole lot, but the Phyrexian Obliterator is insane. 4 mana, trample, 5/5. It comes in as a 6/6 with the boon. Whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. And Phyrexian Rager, whatever, 3/3/2/2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and lose a life. Whatever. Phyrexian Revoker, kind of neat. Tech, if you need it. It enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of the chosen name can't be activated. Toxic Abomination, not really thrilled about that. Vault Scourge is kind of cool. Having a 1 mana 2/2 with Flying and Lifelink is kind of good, especially in the early game. If you get multiple boons out there, you can have like a 3/3, potentially a 4/4, 1 Flying Lifelink for 1 mana. Scrap Work Rager, whatever, enters the battlefield, draw a card, lose a life, unearth. It's a body. It's kind of cool. Bilious Skull Dweller, kind of cool. A 2/2 Death Touch Toxic 1 for 1 mana is kind of neat, I guess. Archfiend of the Dross comes in as a 7/7 flying for 4 mana. You can't really beat that. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. Nothing else on the card matters because it's either getting killed right away or you're just winning the game in like 2 turns. So that's basically how that card works. Mirror Convert, really nice card here. Toxic 1/2 mana, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color. So if you need ramp, black has ramp as well. Zenith Chronicler, if you're playing multicolored and you want to get some card advantage against a multicolored deck, whenever a player casts their first multicolored spell each turn, each other player draws a card. And then Soulless Jailer, I found this to be very useful against a lot of the graveyard recursion decks in the format. 2 mana, 0/4, comes in as a 1/5 artifact creature. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. It just hits a lot of stuff. It's a really good card for 2 mana. And then Diminished Returner, not a bad uncommon. Comes in as a 5/4 for 3 mana, enters the battlefield tapped, and then you can pay 2, and it perpetually gets -1/-1, which means even if it's in the graveyard, it still has the -1/-1 counter on it, and then return it to the battlefield. So you kind of like recur it, and it just keeps getting a -1/-1 counter. And you can only activate if Diminished Returner is in your graveyard and if its toughness is 2 or greater. So you can only return it. I think we could return it with this deck. I think like 2 times. So that's kind of neat. Kind of good in those weird matchups where it's really hard to get a creature out there. So yeah, March Toward Perfection is a great card, man. I give this card a 10 out of 10. I'm never unhappy, even in the late game. It's like a really good late game draw. It's a really good early game draw. It's always good to draw March Toward Perfection. Why am I not running it as a 4-of? Honestly, because 3 is enough. 3 is more than enough. We have so much stuff in this deck that can do stuff. Like we got Karvek the Punisher, which is the main crime engine in this deck. Comes in as a 3/3 for 3 mana, legendary human warlock. Whenever you commit a crime, exile 1 target black card from your graveyard and copy it. You can cast the copy. If you do, you lose 2 life. You have to pay for the copy, but it's really helpful when you're recurring stuff like Shoot the Sheriff, Deep Cavern Bats, March Toward Perfections, Duresses, Cutdowns, Shouldrads. Anything in the deck can be recurred with Karvek and recycled, which is really nice. And then Lord Skitter's Sewer King, a win condition, and also Graveyard Exiling is really powerful, especially if they have Graveyard Recursion. So we have, when it enters the battlefield, you exile 1 target card for an opponent's graveyard, which is a crime. It counts as a crime because it's targeting your opponent's graveyard. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, you create a 1/1 black creature, rat creature token. So whenever the rat enters the battlefield, you get to do that again. You get to target your opponent's graveyard and exile 1 card from it, which can trigger Giza's crime thingy and create 2 zombie tokens, or it can target, it can trigger Karvek's graveyard recursion ability. And then, yeah, the 1 Phyrexian Arena, prefer to have 2, maybe even 3, but honestly, if 1's enough, I think 2 would be optimal. And then obviously the Shouldred. Shouldred's so good. Probably should run 2 Shouldrads as well if you can, but 1 is enough. 1 is enough in this deck. So Shouldred, need I say more? 4 mana, Death Touch. Wins the game if not dealt with within like 2 turns usually. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life, and whenever opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Also is Phyrexian, so if you have the boon on the battlefield, you can actually have this enter as a 5/6. With it, which is crazy, and the Death Touch and everything. It's legendary, so you don't want to have too many of these in your deck. Deadly Cover Up, great card. Kill all creatures, and then you can collect evidence 6, which is exile 6 cost worth of mana cards from your graveyard. So you can add them up. Like it can be a 1, a 2, a 3, whatever, as long as it costs 6 or greater from your graveyard. And then you can search opponent's hand, graveyard, and library after exiling a card from their graveyard and exile them all from the game. If any of those cards are in their hand, they get to draw a card, but if they have some really powerful cards in their hand, now they're exiled from the game. They just get to draw 2 random cards or whatever, or 1 random card. It's really good still. And all their creatures are dead. It's really good for 5 mana. And then Giza Hellraiser, really, really good card. They always have to deal with her immediately or she just wins you the game within 2 turns. Ward 2, pay 2 life, 4/4. Legendary Human Warlock. Skeletons and zombies you control get +1/+1 and have menace. Whenever you commit a crime, you create 2/2 black and blue zombie rogue creature tokens. This ability triggers only once each turn. So you could commit a crime on your turn, you can commit a crime on their turn, and you can start making some tokens very quickly. Very good card. And then Gix's Command, sorcery, 5 mana. Choose 2. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature. This can hit Deep Cavern Bats. So we now have like a 3/3 lifelink Deep Cavern Bat. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Or each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power among creatures they control. It's a really good utility card, and I like having it as a 1-of in the deck. And then our big finishers, Nightmare. We're running all swamps, flying, 6 cost. Nightmare's power and toughness are equal to the number of swamps you control, so this is a really, really, really good late game draw, but is also just good as a 6-drop. Flying 6/6 for 6 mana is absolutely okay, and it just gets bigger and bigger as the game goes on. And then we can also recur it from the graveyard as well with things like Breach the Multiverse. So Breach the Multiverse is like our big card in the deck. It hits so much stuff. If it hits a heist deck, you win the game instantly. I mean, it's that good. Target player mills 10 cards, or each player mills 10 cards. For each player, choose a creature or planeswalker card in that player's graveyard, and then put the cards onto the battlefield under your control. Then exile. Then each creature you control becomes a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. And then it's, just 2-of in there. It's really good. I have never been unhappy to play Breach the Multiverse. It is just so good. And then Demon of Loathing, 7 cost, Flying Trample. This is more of just like a fun card. Really cool card. Flying Trample, when Demon of Loathing deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. But just being a flying 7/7 trample is just, it's really, really hard to deal with unless they have a spot removal spell. Not a whole lot can block it effectively or efficiently. And then 24 swamps. I thought about running more, but honestly, we have enough removal, enough stalling to get us to the 7 mana plateau that our deck needs to get to. We also have the marches with the mana creators, which is, if you need it, you need it, right? Sometimes you just got to grab that. And really love the deck. Yeah, and then just one more thing that I forgot to talk about. Vraska. So we have a 5 or 6 mana planeswalker here. You could pay 2 life instead of the extra mana, and it enters with 4 loyalty counters. If you pay 6 mana, it enters with 6 loyalty counters. So you can draw a card and lose a life, proliferate. If your creatures have counters on them, you can increase the counters on them as well as Vraska. And then -2, target creature becomes a treasure token. And there's no way to bring it back. It's just always a treasure token with sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. So it's a really good -2 ability. Deals with a lot of pesky creatures in the format. So I'm going to get into the gameplays now, and if you guys could just smash the like button, smash the sub button, and watch the video, enjoy the video. I've got some great gameplays for you guys today. Peace out. Okay, well. This player is slow. Oh, so annoying. That's a good top deck. Get the fuck out of here. Of course he had that. Of course. My turn? What's there to think about? That's a great top deck. Sure, I'll be taking damage from that. Of course, he just top decked that too. These players are so annoying, man. I swear to God. You had a little fucking smile on your face over there, you little shit. Ooh, game over.
Be broken.
What's the ring? Okay. Proliferate. Boom. Man wanted a Mirex. Man thought his Mirex was gonna be good here. That's hilarious. Watch how fast he scoops now in this turn. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Good game. You suck. Crazy. The top decking battle of black. Anything else? An unkicked Freshian missionary? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? Is this guy stupid? Easy kills. She's gonna die. Giza never survives. What? I have Nightmare next turn if I draw land. Duress? Duress works. See all the removal you've got in your hand. Fine. This guy's apparently been screwed over by some black and red decks a lot. That's fine. I understand the feeling. I understand the feeling. This guy's so annoying. There's the breach. Don't have enough mana to cast it, though. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Another breach, but I have 5 fucking lands, bro. This is so dumb. 48% chance to land a fucking land, man. I can't resolve a creature against this guy. Just keeps killing everything I have. Oh my god. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo! This is just gonna hurt a little bit. Got the Soulless Jailer. Virtue's completely useless now. That's hilarious. Triple March. This kind of good, honestly. Play a 3/3 with Death Touch. For 1 mana. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be happening. You're got a poison counter. Ooh, that's a good draw. You could have a 1/1. So he kicked it. He didn't even kick it. I like a 6/6 for Phyrexian Obliterator. Another unkicked Archangel. Okay then. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay then. You sacrifice a permanent. Now I'm just casting stuff for free from my graveyard with Karvek. Yep. Yes, I had fun. I had fun. That's a keeper. Don't know what that is, but it's probably good, so. Oh, you're so mean. So lame. Don't worry, we'll get the other one too. I like my board. Shouldred. That's so annoying. Protection from everything until your next turn? What? That's friggin' annoying, man. Whiff. I don't think you should be worried about what's in my hand, brother. I think you should be worried about what's already on the board. Just land? And a Mirex. Okay, I don't want to look at that land anymore. Any lifelink? Oh, okay. 1 damage to any target. So I don't want to draw no more cards. Wow, that was frustrating. Good thing we drew the removal for that that thing that he played, though. Oh, hey, look, it's neither lost nor seeking. I like this board. Nice, comfortable, 15 life. Will he go all in? I think the safer play is to just do the edict on this turn. He did it. He went for it. He fell for the bait. And now we just gained back all that life we just lost. You can become a treasure token. One turn clock. You're a treasure token. See all that text on your card? It's now been erased. Oh, you want to keep playing, do you? Sure. We like this guy. This guy is good. Black, eh? Phyrexian Arena, Terror of the Peaks. I can handle the other stuff. Except that. Ah. Here comes the Oblitzkis. Four mana. Take 7. Oh, shit. Okay. I mean, I guess he kind of had to do that. Four, and that would leave me with 1 mana. That would cost me all my mana. Sure, why not?
Phyrexian life will rise from another full collection.
At least nothing gets haste anymore. Sure.
Patience. We will win.
Oh, I should have played the Archfiend first. Shit, my bad. Damn. Could have proliferated it. That is a 7/7 flying death touch. Yeah, I should have played that first. Oh well. You could become a treasure token.
Gaze into my eyes.
Look at this Terror of the Peaks. He's never coming back. Oh, how sad. You can sack it for a mana. Sure. I'm sure we'll find some removal. We're drawing 3 cards this turn. Oh yeah, I have a flyer. What am I talking about? Yes, I had fun making his Terror of the Peaks treasure tokens. Blue-black, probably heist. Getting into the 5 a.m. sweat crowd on MTG Arena. Oh, dear God. Top deck's an impetuous loot monger. Fuck you, man. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this shit, dude. Nice. Nice. That helps a lot. So we know he's got another removal spell for my Giza, so I guess we're just gonna have to get 3 lands here as fast as possible. We can always bring her back from the graveyard. At a later time. Like right now. No more removal in your hand, eh? What else? What do you got in your hand then? I need a land badly, bro. Here we go. Ooh, Grunzo. We hit the Grunzo. Hit the Grunzo on him. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind donation. God, you're so generous. I've got my deadly cover up in my hand, so that's... At least we don't have to worry about that. Bye, loser. I hate heist so much, man. It's like so overpowered. Hello. As Ward 2. Don't want your stuff having Ward 2. That's kind of annoying. Considering, yeah, all of this stuff in my hand. We have kind of the god hand if we can just make it to 5 mana on time. He ain't getting a creature. Sure. That's his haste creature. I'll play this. And we just win the game. Do we? Or do we? A Mass Orcs 1. Cool, dude. Okay. Each legendary permanent you control has a ward too. You get an orc.
Let's do this. Metal is its downtrodden. Rise together.
Sure. You're not gonna like what I do to you here. You're not gonna like this, but it's gotta be done. Kind of a good hand, I guess. And get some land. Vault Scourge. A 2/2 flying lifelink for 1 mana. What? He played the wrong land, I guess. Or, I don't know what he's planning to do here, but I don't like it. I don't like it a bit. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one darn bit. Probably got... Okay. Good top deck. Ozolith. That's not good. Oh, we're gonna call Ozolith on this one. Works for me. No. Oh, God. Shit. Okay, that's good. Hey. Nightmare's pretty good. What's this one? Full steam ahead. Yeah, let's get rid of this.
Phyrexia is as inevitable as the rise of the downtrodden. Another full collection.
You could sack it for a mana. Sure. What happened to my creature? It's now a treasure token. What do you mean? What happened to your creature? It's a pretty good hand. Can draw some land. This hand all of a sudden just got really bad. Thank you, Duress. The question is, do I kill the Caryatids? I mean... Yeah, we do. We do. You have 2 mana, and your creatures cost 7. Good luck, sir. To you I say good luck. That's kind of a good top deck, I guess. Stops me from attacking for a little bit. Or not. Just wants to attack with it, I guess. I like that.
Final moments of you know nothing of Pyrexia's plans.
I like that. He's got his Argoth too now, so he can start Argothing if he wants. That's kind of annoying. We have solutions for that, though.
Hateful.
Solutions such as...
Patience. We will win.
Okay. It's actually better that he did that than made a beast and made a Argoth token. I'd rather him do that, honestly. Rather him not make me waste my removal on his tokens. If he was smart, he would just start making tokens every turn. Oh, I got in my graveyard. Okay. Well, let's see here. Oh, I like that.
Phyrexia spreads.
Let me see here. Let's make a really big bat.
Rise together.
Ooh, and we're gonna proliferate now too. Nice. It's in your best interest to not be playing creature decks against me. AKA 90% of the meta. All creature decks. It's an interesting hand. Pretty freebooter. Oh no. Hmm. Okie dokie. So we can get in with our Flex Gorger cleanly. Oh, interesting. Interesting. He's found the Doomblade. That's okay. Not a big deal. Phyrexian Rager. Kate. Cruelty of Gix Tithing Blade. We'll sacrifice the mouse to the Tithing Blade. Sure. Anything else? Hmm. Get in there, Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Keeping us at a healthy 23 life. Okay. And I will murder on the next turn. I like our board here. So hard to get Giza out on time, but I didn't want him drawing extra cards off Gix. I want to put this game so far out of reach. Sure. At least we get to keep the Flesh Gorger. Don't attack. If you know what's good for you, you won't attack. You don't know that I have a murder in my hand, but you still shouldn't be attacking right now. Good man. Well, let's see what you got in your hand there. Take that off, yeah? I'll take that off, yeah? Alright. Opponent's gonna get really mad here. Unless he has a removal that he can cast on turn 2. Explorer's Cache. That's a good one. Sack a land! Sack a land! Oh. We got some really good stuff with the bats. That's funny. Triple Deep Cavern Bat is kind of hard to beat. We're playing against Legend. I'm scared. That's a very scary prospect. Please don't have mono red in your hand. Shock, rouse reinforcements. Good lord. Okay. Ix's command is going to be really good here. Duress. One of them. First, we must take damage. A lot of damage. Probably gonna die, honestly. No way to gain life here. Shouldered, where are you? Oh, shouldered. That's not shouldered. Wow, he played that so bad.
Ask Imasahak. Better stone than flesh.
Why would you do that, bro? You countered the duress. And then he wasted a shock on him. I'm at 6 life, man. Why would you waste a shock on her? That's... And then he just cast his counter spell to deal 2 damage to me. What? Oh no, that... Wait, am I going crazy? It's kind of good. Oh boy. I think opponent played bad that game. Rule number 1. Never counter the duress when they have 5 mana untapped still. Still. Really bad. You had 2 counter spells in your hand. I don't know why you would do that. And then he was tapped out. He couldn't cast the second counter spell. Oh, great. I guess we have removal. It doesn't really matter that much. Lots of removal here. You should take the cut down. Oh, he takes the go for the throat like an idiot. So now I can do this. Oh, people are just playing so bad today, man. Oh my god. That's good hand. Good hand. We'll get right into Phyrexian Arena with no creatures on the board. I'm hoping he doesn't have, oh, he's got dinos by the looks of it. It's kind of bad for us. This deck does not do well against dinos. If we can even cast the Phyrexian Arena, that's another question for another day. If we can't cast it on turn 3, it's not nearly as good with this clear board. Not nearly as good. If we can cast it on turn 3, we'll be in good shape. Come on, land. Instead, it's our most expensive spell. That's lame. Now we're like 2 turns behind because we have to still cast the arena. And he cast... Okay. I don't like that card. That's like the worst possible card he could have cast there. Our deck does not like that card. Where's the duress when you need it, man? That's better. This is better. Much better. I can actually play the Rise of the Varmints. Mycoid Resurrection. Canonized in Blood. Such a weird hand. Traxxas Fall. I gotta take the fall then, I guess. That sucks. It's okay. Got rid of the worst card in his hand, which was this by far. I really don't want X-1 creatures coming onto the battlefield. He's got no green. That's good. He's got no green source at the moment. I'll be a little worried if he starts drawing green mana. Could He does have 1 green mana, I guess. Deathcap Marionette. 2/2. Okay. Phyrexian Arena, you're gonna have to draw some lands and spells, please. Shoot the Sheriff's good, but we need, like, answers soon before my opponent starts getting green mana. Duress is okay. Swamp is nice. Audacity. Case of the Trampled Garden. Mycoid Resurrection. Case of the Trampled Garden. Take that, bad boy. I might regret that, but right now he doesn't have any green mana or creatures, so it's not going to matter. If he plays the enchantment, he's not going to get any creatures. So, Audacity. +2/+0 and has Trample. Okay. Sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected. Okay. So he gets back his thing that kills flyers. That kills enchantments. That's not good at all. No land. We needed a land there very badly, man. I was just gonna go ahead and kill my Phyrexian Arena, I would assume. That would be the smart play. Come on, land. Oh, that's perfect timing. I mean, it's not perfect timing, but it's perfect. Sort of perfect timing. No green land still, eh? So he's got 3 mana if he wants to play a green thing. You gotta go for the throat. That's so unruly. Why does Giza never resolve? Like, she never gets to stay on the battlefield. He just drew a random go for the throat. And then a green land. This guy's out of his mind, man. Oh well, he's got 1 creature in his hand. I took care of all the bad shit in his hand that I really didn't want to see. It's a 5/5. That's not a 5/5 anymore. I'll save the cover up for another Rise of the Varmints. Kicks his command. I'm getting my Giza back. Can Carvac him right now. Deep Cavern Bat, and then Duress. That's kind of good. Looks like he draw another Doomblade. Freak of nature. Fungal Fortitude. Okay. Dress that away. I'll play Giza on the next turn. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Leave your graveyard. Okay. You may have creatures leaving your graveyard, but you're not going to have creatures on your battlefield. It's a good card to draw right now. Bolt, Scourge, Entomber, Exarch. Yes. Yes. Sword of Once and Future. Okay, then. You don't get that. We like our hand. Oh my dear God, did that guy ever get wrecked? Yeah. Shouldered. Now it's just a race to drawing 5 lands. Rot Priest. Oh my God. Should I let him waste some removal and get a poison counter right now, or just kill it? Probably just kill it, eh? Don't want no Rot Priest. Got another Rot Priest? These guys are clowns, man. So funny. Surely they'll make us go second. Now that we've won so many games. Nope, we're going first again. I have half a mind to mulligan this, honestly, man. I'm not even kidding you. We'll keep it, though. It's just like, if they're not playing creatures, we just lose the game. You know what I mean? Or if we don't draw anything beyond this, we just lose the game, so. Oh well. I always justify keeping the hand. If I would keep it as a mulligan to 6, then I'm going to keep it as 7. So. Hello? Anyone here? Anyone there? Both got fish. Thundering Falls. Well, if he's playing creatures, we're just going to be happy. Hopefully he plays a creature. That is a creature. Oh, and it's a good one, too. Ornithopter creating, dude. Maybe you just might go for the throat on him. Looks like they might be playing some artifacts. Landlord Navigator. Create a map token. Now all I need is a Shouldered. I'm running out of cards here, bro. Running out of cards here, bro. Come on. Give us something. There's the artifact. There we go. bounce him? Do you have a bounce spell or a kill spell? I don't really care about pacifism type shit. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. I'm killing anything that makes him more than one creature. Map token? Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. Smoky. I'm killing that. Don't want you getting artifacts and creating Thieving Magpie. Is that it? I'm gonna do it on my turn, though. Just in case he has, like, a counter spell. Well, that works for me, too. Cut down's even better. Looks like he does have a counter spell, but it's not going to matter. I can pay the cost of the... Create a 2/2 white spirit token with flying. Okay. Shh. And then what happens? Nothing. Cool. Don't care about the 2/2. He'll block. You still have to deal with the Shouldred. Cannot deal with the Shouldred. Is that all you need to win these days? Is 6 removal spells and a Shouldred? If that's as easy as it is to play Magic, I'm in, man. Opponent goes first, finally. It's a good hand on the draw. Lots of stuff. Vault Scourge. Vault Scourge is okay, I guess. Two Death Touch Lifelink Flying for 2 mana. Four 2 with Trample. Interesting. Okie dokie. Smoky. I like the fact that we don't have to worry about colors, whereas all swamps, we always have the correct type of land to play our spells. Mono black is so fun. No removal, but we do have some good creatures. And a duress. Mirren Bane Splitter. This is not a good hand. Ay. We're gonna get wrecked. I have no removal. Gotta get that shouldered out there and we might be able to survive. That Inimpakal is gonna be annoying as hell though. Really gotta deal with that. We gotta be able to kill that. That works. Cut down works. Well, we're gonna have to let him create some map tokens, I guess. Yeah, no. No, that's too good. No, that's way too good. Way too good to leave out there on the battlefield. Just gets better over time. But a plus... Oh, yeah, that would have been insane with that. We could get the Inimpakal, can we? Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass the turn. We're going to kill the Kruko with the Shoot the Sheriff and the Inimpakal with the cut down we get from the graveyard. And he's not going to think any better of his actions. He may cast... He doesn't even have white mana. I should have just cast the Phyrexian Arena. That works. I'll cast Phyrexian Arena next turn if we don't draw land. Anything else? Hello? Hello? Earth 2, opponent. Not bad, not bad, not bad. A third land would be nice. That's a good draw. Where's the third land? No, not this deck, man. Please, no. Please. This is like the worst matchup for me in the world. No, 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 no. Stop heisting my deck. Please give me land. I need land immediately. That's not land. And my opponent just scooped. Funny. You call me ZZZ. You're playing the most boring shit ever, stealing cards from people's deck. You should be ashamed of yourself.